Hey everybody, it's 3 p.m. on the dot, on the digital dot, and I'm Gary Lucas. It's Saturday, and I'm here to play for you as I do every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 3 p.m. on Facebook for the duration. And it's a very overcast, gray old day here in the West Village with intermittent rain. I got the windows open right now, but I may have to close them. I don't know. I don't want to damage my spiffy new iPhone 11 here, which I had to get because the screen went black on me about 3 weeks ago, if you may recall. And we're having all sorts of mechanical failures here. A couple days ago, my wife's MacBook Pro started to make a rude noise. So rude. No one had ever heard anything like it at their tech support service. So somehow it's been resuscitated for the moment, but let's get right down to it. And okay, here we go. was a medley, a little bit of Cosmics, which is a piano solo by the great, fantastic Hoagy Carmichael. And I retitled that Comic Cosmics because of the Astro Boy theme interpolated in the middle of that, if you were paying attention. And a little bit of a Passover hymn, Adir Hu. Why? I don't know. Followed by Satan Tango, the theme from the great Bela Tarr film by Vij Mihai, or Mihai Vij, who's my buddy. And I went to Budapest specifically once to play at the Budapest Jazz Club, and the composer, came to my show. We became friends, and I was there on the behalf of my old friend Tony Dejo, who I play with in an ensemble called Pearly Clouds, with the great singer Eniko Szabo. And we did a record of, I guess you might call it, psychedelic traditional Hungarian folk music, which you really should check out. Anyway, I then later was so taken by Bela Tarr's films because I wasn't all that familiar with them. And I made kind of a deep dive, intensive study on DVD of at least the last 4 or 5, and was quite taken by his work. And I actually made a pilgrimage to Sarajevo specifically to meet him, and had a great time. And I hope he's well. He hasn't made a new film in some years, and I think he might have dropped out of the game. But that's really a shame, because he's one of the best contemporary filmmakers in my estimation here. Anyway, so today, it being Saturday, I was going to do a couple of greatest hits. And I'm going to switch to electric guitar for this. Now, I know that I'm well known actually by some of you for my work with Jeff Buckley, but before that, I spent a good 5 years under the spell, you might say, of Don Van Vliet, Captain Beefheart. Hey, the sun just came out. That's good. Good sign. And I'm always getting requests to do Flavor Bud Living, which I recorded a solo piece that took me a long time to learn on the album Doc at the Radar Station. So I did that a week or so ago. But no one has ever requested Evening Bell, which is a lot more complicated. Maybe that's why. So anyway, here's Evening Bell. is Evening Bell, and I was asked to apply Don Van Vliet's patented exploding note theory to my performance of it. I thought I had it nailed, and then I recorded a version, and he said, "Yeah, that's it, but I have to kook you." Those were his words. So I went out to record it, and he said, "You have to play it as if each note was like a bomb bursting in air, and that each note had no relationship to the previous note or the subsequent note. Kind of a very staccato phraseology." So you can hear that on the album, the last Beefheart album, Ice Cream for Crow from 1982. And I was playing that I started doing solo shows back in the late 80s, pretty much specifically in Holland at the beginning. They really took to my work in a big way. I remember playing at the Groningen Jazz Marathon and in Amsterdam at the BIM House, and really loved working over there, always have and still do. And I got home in 92 after a tour, 91 in the spring. And this was during the period I was working a lot with Tim Buckley's son, Jeff Buckley, the great Jeff Buckley. And we had already met and bonded at Hal Wilner's tribute to the music of Tim Buckley, called Greetings from Tim Buckley. There's actually a film out, which you should check out, that Dan Algren directed, Fred Zolo produced. And it sort of tells the story of Jeff and his early days in New York. I'm actually portrayed in this film. What an honor. I don't know, I was trying to play myself, but they didn't think I was convincing enough. Go figure. So a Tony Award-winning actor plays me in the film, who was quite good, I thought. And Dave Schnurman is actually in the film. David was the sound man at the show and does sound all over the place. He's excellent. So you should see this movie. But anyway, after doing this concert, Jeff and I decided to stay in touch. We really bonded working on his dad's music. But he went back to Los Angeles, and I soldiered on and did another tour that the Knitting Factory organized. And it was the Knitting Factory Tours Europe 91. Actually, today I opened with a number that Kama Cosmics, which is on a very rare EP that the label issued under that title, Knitting Factory Tours Europe. Good luck trying to find a copy of that one. And anyway, it was very successful. It was like 20 shows in 5 or 6 countries in 21 days and nights. And exhausting, but a lot of fun. And I came back to discover, to my horror, that a deal that I thought was in the bag, I had a contract for, had been abrogated unceremoniously, without much give and take, let us say, here. So, I called Jeff, and he said, "I'll be your singer," because I wanted to keep going forward in music. So the very next day, I started to write music for this project of ours, and my guitar was still in that Evening Bell tuning, which was drop D. Okay, for all you guitar freaks, here's a trade secret. Well, if you have a good ear, it's no secret, but drop D is where the low E string drops a whole step in an octave to the open D string. And this key's been very good to me. Anyway, I wrote some $1 million riffs in this. This is one of them. This is What Became Grace, and it's entitled, the original title, Rise Up to Be. Yeah. Okay. Rise Up to Be, aka Grace. And that was for Jeff. We're coming on a very tragic anniversary at the end of this month, namely Jeff's tragic passing, a drowning accident. And I'm going to do a whole show devoted to music I wrote with him. And in the meantime, check out an album entitled The Complete Jeff Buckley and Gary Lucas Songbook on the Ezer Disco label, featuring the Nero, great Italian vocalist, Francesco Arpino, a producer, an amazing multi-instrumentalist, and a bunch of other luminaries. Phil Spalding, great English bass players on the session, and just a beautiful album. It was voted Album of the Year by Classic Rock Italia, and you can find it. I'm pretty sure that it's available as an import. If not, go to my website or go to Amazon, but check it out, because I wrote 12 songs with Jeff, and only 2 of them are probably really well known, Grace and Mojo Pin, but I think they're all really among my best work. And okay, I have some time now for reading the honor roll of contributors here to the cause, namely grocery money for me and Caroline. It's very expensive these days, especially supermarkets here in the West Village and delis. I mean, the good news is the English food store on Greenwich Avenue, Myers of Keswick, has reopened. And just a place for me to stock up on some more delicious Branston pickles. I love this stuff. It was originally a piccalilli relish that was made by the Cross and Blackwell company. You know Blackwell because Chris Blackwell, who founded Island Records, that's his family business. It's delicious. I've kind of gone 100% vegan. Thurston Moore informs me that he's actually a pescatarian, he and Eva Prince. And yeah, I'll eat fish too, particularly smoked salmon. I love it. But as far as like red meat these days, it's a no-go for me. I'm just kind of, frankly, nauseated by it. And I feel much better for it. What can I say? To each his own. Chacun son goût. One man's meat is another man's poisson. So let's see. I'm going to play some music on the steel guitar. Oh yeah, but we didn't read the honor roll. Sorry about that. I digress. Josh Rubin, Mickey McMahon. These are multiple contributors here. So grateful. John Sinden. Thank you from the UK. Donal Finn. I hope I'm mispronouncing your name. Sorry. I hope I'm not mispronouncing your name. He's from Ireland. Great to hear from you. Richie Robinson, another UK regular. Jonathan Luftig, another regular who's engaged me to play at his wedding anniversary on Zoom. You got it, buddy. Paul Bell and Alan Yashin. It means so much to us. And for those of you out there who would like to contribute, please visit paypal.com, and where my address is gary@garylucas.com. For a while I was putting in the PayPal me URL, but it sounds so I don't know, greedy or something, or demanding, you know. I think that there's an art to this, which is to remain very grateful indeed for you guys tuning in for my performances. I'm ever so grateful. Okay, that was a little bit of Dvorak's first string quartet, arranged for National Steel Guitar by myself. The subtitle of the quartet is The American. And okay, it's time for this not so young American, but young at heart, to say goodbye for today. I love playing for you, and I'm going to see you on Tuesday, I hope. And until that time, please stay safe. I love playing for you. Take care, and I'll see you Tuesday. And if you can get to a computer, you can look at a streaming performance tonight of my Edge of Heaven ensemble. I have this great Chinese pop ensemble. I did Grace. My singer Feifei Yang has translated it into Mandarin Chinese, and we do it as part of our show. It was recorded at Joe's Pub last February in 2019, and it's a really, really good performance. And so check it out live streaming on the Joe's Pub website, also on YouTube. They have a YouTube channel, and that's at 8 p.m. tonight Eastern Standard Time, in about 4.5 hours. Okay, until that time, again, stay safe. Let's look over the neighborhood. Everything seems in its right place. All right, I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.